that wants to start this Drake. And remember, Dural, he has TP up, and 957 does not.
The collapse is coming in. This is going to be a showdown as it is secured by Condi and Team WE. Mystic trying to get himself away, utilizing the ulti for that one. Explosive cast going to be coming out from Condi as now he finds himself rooted up, locked down. And first blood of Worlds 2017 goes to Lion Gaming.
WE secured themselves the Ocean Drake, but because they did not have the teleport available from 957, they this Rift Herald, so Lion can try and stop WE from just running away with the map.
Problem with trying to stop this, though, you have to remember that GA does have the package available. TP also going to be used by 957 here, but the rest of Lion looking to collapse onto him. Rift Herald still going to be taken down. 957 caught out alone. Going to be juggled around as package comes in through GA. Going to go over the red buff wall. 2 roots down onto the remaining members of Lion in the top side. They get separated, and Audi goes down. GA going to be forced to flash away from that one, escaping the stun from the Scatter of the Weak as WE gets themselves out. It's a 1-for-1, but they found the Rift Herald.
So it looks like an even fight, but WE are the team to win.
That nobody wants to give away for free. TP going to be used by Dural. He will have the ultimate up momentarily for this fight. Condi still looking to burn that Infernal Drake down. Is going to be secured by Team WE. Mystic going to be kept alive. An extra moment by Ben. Does get himself away. Genthix and the rest of Lion still looking to close in on these guys as the Cat Cavalry arrives. The root comes down onto Ben. He's going to be stunned up yet again. The damage comes through. White Lotus going to be grabbing that one as the artillery will find the double kill for White Lotus.
Lion are finding all of these kills onto Team WE, but they're not translated into objectives. They have a minion wave in the bottom lane. They have Drake setting up for the Elder. As WE, they're looking for the fight. Righteous Glory pop.
Righteous Glory used by 957, looking to go in, finding the silence onto 2. Knockup landing there onto Audi. Condi looking to find his way into the side of the fight there. Dural makes his way in, gonna go ahead and fire off the ultimate. 957 caught out here a little bit. That Cho'Gath is gonna be the first target. Bursted down. Nye immediately, Audi grabbing the kill onto him as now White Lotus having to back away. The Featherstorm comes down, the stun, finding its way onto GA as Dural continues to tank here in the front line. Lion in retreat. They're going to lose one as White Lotus now exhausted, but a massive Scatter of the Weak will find multiple targets, and WE will be sent home on their back feet.
And that was the playmaker we were talking about. Say it. I think we're going to get another fight soon, Flowers.
Baron is up, remember, was not secured earlier. Silence down onto Dural, who's going to be taking a lot of damage and bursted down by the power of the Cho'Gath ultimate. WE finding themselves 1 for free. Ultimate coming out from Mystic there as they continue to chase now onto Genthix, who's going to find himself knocked back by the explosive cast. 2 for 0. Team WE finding a vulnerability in Lion and punishing immediately. Lion recognizing the WE is trying to set up some kind of a play around the Baron here. Audi getting himself back. Stay up on the Scatter of the Weak. Not going to be finding anything with it. The burst coming down onto Audi as 957 going to be tanking all the damage. And White Lotus will seal his fate. Audi now having to retreat away from Team WE's collapse. Genthix on the front line here. This will likely just be a 1-for-1 trade unless Audi has some massively fancy feet to get away from this one. The juke boots are on, but I don't think they are going to be.
He's still running.
No, he's still trying it, but that last rocket from GA takes him down.
But this is still fine because WE don't find a significant team fight win. They give up pressure in the mid lane and allow
WE deciding to pull the trigger onto Baron now. Naya needs to close in and do something. Baron down below 1/4 HP, going to be secured here likely by Condi. Secured instead by 957 as now WE might find themselves caught between a rock and a hard place. Dural on the front line. Is Condi going to be potentially taken down next? Mystic trying to get himself away, but he's going to be picked off. It's 3 for 0 for Lion Gaming, but the Baron still up and running on the solo laners for WE. Next Drake, it will be yet another Infernal. Maokai ultimate going to be fired off, seeing who they can potentially catch out here. Condi going to be rooted up by the very edge of one of those cats. White Lotus taking a lot of damage early on, but not as much as Condi. A rampage for Seiya. 957 now going to be stunned up, bursted down before he can do a whole lot of anything. Seiya grabbing himself the double kill. They managed to take Ben down as well. Audi nearly going to be killed, does get taken down. White Lotus attacking the Infernal Drake. Stunned down onto GA. Both damage dealers still active for Team WE. Dural trying to zone these guys away. Seiya also going to be on point. Secured the Infernal Drake for Lion.
Carry can he be? A lot of praise has gone towards this AD carry. Now's the moment to see if he can step up.
All right, they're just pulling the trigger. There is no waiting around on this one, Vedius. We are starting Baron Nashor up. Lion Gaming has it burned down to about 1/3 now. Condi looking to potentially contest this one. Ulti fired off by the Maokai. They're going to find their way onto 957 here at the start. Geralt going to be taken very low. Condi now into the front line. Lion Gaming potentially in some trouble. Audi taking a lot of burst on this one as White Lotus now going to be caught out. Condi potentially finding his way there into the back line, but WE is very low. Jana keeping him alive.
Oh, these fights, man, they are so close. But now
on a
WE
razor's edge, but WE has such a health advantage now. Mystic and GA both in fantastic condition.
TP.
Critical health from all of Lion, but the TP is cancelled.
Cancelled? Oh, this is risky now. Flowers, I think they're going to lose the Baron.
They do. Baron secured by Team WE. That was awesome for these guys. They were
now utilizing all 3 waves to just slowly siege into Lion, but look.
White Lotus gonna be knocked up. Silence knocked around a little bit. The CC continuing to come out. Mystic now in the retreat. Geralt coming in from the side. Lion will chase WE back. 957, the one who loses most of the HP there. But Lion does not want to chase it out any further. Genthix nearly taken down, also has to retreat back into the base, and the inhibitor turret will fall. The long siege from WE paying off now as Geralt finds his way in onto Mystic, forcing out the ulti from the Xayah immediately. 957 still on the front line. Cask thrown out to try to disengage this one. They continue to look for more. White Lotus again, gotta be so careful. Low on health, low on mana, not really any way to stop this take, and the second inhibitor will fall.
So, WE finally take that second inhibitor down from
way.
Now remember, the mid lane inhibitor has respawned. Lion, notice the Baron started. They have TP up, they're gonna force the fight.
Baron below half HP, but now it's gonna be GA diving into the fight with the package there into the back line. Now Lion's front line trying to tank up the carries on the side of Team WE, but GA's grabbing the rampage, one of the support player. Condi dropping next as Xayah tries to kite himself backwards. White Lotus potentially gonna be caught out here. The shutdown from Mystic. As Lion now losing that Kog'Maw means they have very little to resist the 4-man push of Team WE.
Xayah this lane into the game could not match that of GA. WE play the fight beautifully, and they're going to take game 1 in the World Championship.
The home team makes their statement. It was a little bit rough getting here, but they have managed to close this game out 47 minutes in as the Nexus turrets fall, and WE will claim the first victory of Worlds 2017.
Melt towers. You melt them so quickly, and it just makes your your tower sieging that much stronger.
The one thing you also got to worry about is these early ganks that might be getting set up here. Contracts very patiently waiting. Jensen going in, not going to find success with the chain there. Flash into the knockup. Contracts looking to make this one happen. Jensen with a flash of his own, but Cloud9, 2 summoners down, and they won't get the kill. Granted, they do get the flash.
Seems they've taken themselves the Scuttle Crab too, and they have the TP on Impact in the event that one tried to force the fight. I think they should be able to pick up this objective for free, unless Team 1 are feeling spicy.
Jensen losing about half his HP to Vert's rotation. Cloud9, 5 men strong here at the Mountain Drake, not allowing Team 1 to get in there and contest that one, and they will get themselves the first objective of the game.
So, Impact TP's in preemptively in the anticipation.
Jensen going in, finding the chain this time. Brewster going to be taken low. The root is there. The entrance from Impact will make an impact indeed. First blood for Jensen. Now going to be taken out by Forlan in retaliation. Impact needs to find his way out of this one. Vert and Forlan looking to find this 2 versus 1 kill. Vert, plenty of damage on that Gnar. Continuing to come through on that one. One last auto attack. The boomerang is going to be sidestepped, and the charm for the reversal for Contract.
Forlan tried to give the kill over to his top laner. He wanted to set up Vert for success, but then Contracts comes out at the clutchest moment.
Just a moment ago, the stat comparison. Jensen normally up around 12 CS at 15 minutes. This game he's up a casual 46, going after Brewster. Chain finds its way onto that route as here comes Contracts to eat him alive. Getting the kill on the Rek'Sai, number 2 this game, now having to escape as Vert and Forlan make their way into the fight, trying to finish him off. Nice escape from Contracts so far, but he will not get all the way out. Forlan barely going to be escaping the chains. The airborne knockup coming out from Smoothie onto Vert, who will still manage to get himself away from this one. 1 for 1.
Basket, he's playing the Kog'Maw, he has the late game threat. You have the Unsensor, let's see how he handles this dive.
The eggs might get knocked out of the basket only momentarily here. Impact thinking about going into this one, finds the flash into the taunt onto Redbird, who manages to get himself away for now, but the winds of war blow in the favor of Cloud9 and find their mark. Contracts. Hero's entrance will keep him safe from any sort of retaliatory damage. Absolute now going to be taken down by Sneaky. 2 for 0 going the way of Cloud9. The Kog'Maw body will find some damage.
Scale now. They need to try and defend, but C9, they're not going to give them that opportunity.
Oh, Forlan in some trouble. Contracts going into the ground, coming out with the ulti, setting up the kill there as Smoothie takes the credit for it. Cloud9 getting themselves back out here. You can see Contracts. I also want to go ahead and highlight the fact this is Warrior, Black Cleaver, Carry, Duelist, Kill People, Rek'Sai, as now Cloud9 with that pick onto the enemy jungler going to be starting up the Baron only 22 minutes into the game. It's up to Team 1 to stop this. They cannot allow Cloud9 to find this objective this early. Calling coming in over the wall. Vert going to be taking a lot of damage as Absolute grabs the kill onto Contracts, but Impact now there into the back line. They've grabbed the kill onto the enemy top laner as well. Cloud9 seeing if they can chase these guys down. Ultimates expended across the board. Jensen trying to find his way onto Redbird. I talked about that shield value going up, but it's still not enough. Going to be popped nearly instantly. And Absolute is absolutely dead. Brewster still trying to get his way out of there, but
Nine can close out this game, because if you want to take that convincing first place spot, you want to do it in a convincing style. So being able to get clean victories over your opposition is going to set you up nicely when that group's adjusting to the goal.
Forlan trying to go in and steal away Baron. Instead, he only finds his way into the respawn timer for the next 35 seconds.
But obnoxious to see that early game item. Now Absolute is in some danger.
Oh, Smoothie wants to go after him, but he's not quite able to find his way in there with the quickness. Tier 3 turret going down, though. Impact going into the full lines of Team 1. Not going to find any kills just yet, but Cloud9's not even concerned about that. The name of the game for these guys is objectives. They will find the mid lane inhibitor. Jensen still looking to go for the damage onto Redbird, nearly 100 to zeroing him. Vert trying to go in on these guys. Now he's going to get rooted. Now he's going to get taunted. Winds of War coming out. Team 1 can't root up top.
They're not even going to go back and base. They're just going to keep the push going. They're going to keep the pressure up onto Team 1, because C9, they want to get this game over with. They want to walk away with the convincing win. And with an easy pick like that, they're well on their way to doing it.
Just so we're fully correct, keep your base. That's the safety area of the map right now for Team 1.
The rock thing.
The rock thing in your base is about as far out as you can go before Jensen can be a threat of 100 to zeroing you. Cloud9 now taking out the top lane inhibitor to go along with the mid one. They've got 2 lanes down. Looking like they're not even that concerned about the bottom lane. Marching up mid now to finish off the Nexus turrets themselves. Absolute still dead for another 10 seconds. Nexus turret number 1 already down. Impact on the front line. Dashing in there with the Justice Punch to keep Vert away. Vert does have a full Mega Gnar bar. Contracts finding the Prey Seeker there onto Redbird. Turret nearly going to be falling now. They take Vert down. The last fight of the game going to be breaking out as Brewster gets deleted by Sneaky. A killing spree for the Cloud9 AD carry. Redbird walking himself away, and Cloud9 with a very convincing victory.
Nothing more to say. Clean from Cloud9. They stuck to a very conventional.
In champions like Vegas, the magic damage is a bit lacking on the side of Lion, but now they're looking to go in onto Blasting and Edward here in the bottom side. They do manage to find the stun onto Blasting. Flash into the Twisted Advance, still looking to find the play, and they've got the damage thanks to Audi. First blood for Lion.
Audi is able to get the first line. I think that's fine for both sides. This meta is very much about scaling. But now we do look at the roam from Stasios down into the middle lane. This could be a play setup from Gambit.
Great steal away on those Raptors from Diamond. Prox into the amazing setup mid to potentially take down Seiya, but he gets away. Barely keeping himself alive as Blasting's going to be stunned up here in the bottom lane. The Glacial Fissure knocking him up into the air, trying to get away with the Feather Storm. The explosive charge, just one hit off.
That was awesome, Captain Cloud. So much cool stuff just there. He pushed up mid, pushed up top rather, roamed down to mid, and he gets a great ultimate onto Seiya. We might be
Giral may have just found himself the solo kill on a PvP stage.
And that comes back from the flash that Stasios used in the middle lane after the play that Gambit just tried to set up. This game
Lion.
just suddenly swung open.
That's Lion with a 2-0 lead and an Infernal Drake grab for themselves. You saw Giral also lower as we move forward here, closer and closer into the mid-game. Stayhost jumping in here onto Giral, issuing that Hextech ultimatum to keep him in place as Diamond Prox shows up as well, finding the cask. Oh, a disastrous ultimate.
Here comes Brawl.
Actually knocking Giral away to safety, and now Diamond Prox is going to be the one who's caught out here. Genthix sending out the Glacial Fissure as Seiya grabs the kill with the Shock Blast. Not the execution. The Gambit gold lead for Lion might turn into a play here in the top side. Maokai ulti coming in, probably going to force the ulti away from blasting, tries to flash out, Twisted Advance is right there. There's your follow-up with Winner's Bite, and ain't even a thing. White Lotus grabbing himself kill number 1.
You know the expression to
On the side of Lion, Stejos and Jural into that 1v1 now. Stejos jumping in, Hextech ultimatum going to be issued. Jural immediately canceling that one out as Diamond Proc shows up to make this fight a little bit less fair. But Audi also waiting in the wings will get his top laner out.
But now that's Gragas ultimate and Camille ultimate both gone as the Infernal Drake has just spawned. Lion, they should have no fear of Gambit trying to contest this because with 2 big ultimates unavailable, it's very unlikely that Gambit would win the fight.
And that's going to be exactly how it goes. They managed to secure somebody you want to be 1v1ing as a Maokai. We'll throw down the sapling, provide a little bit of extra slowdown time onto Kira there as Seiya pressures onto the top lane. Tier 1 now going to be looking to go after Kira, knocks him out of his own ultimate. Very nicely done. There comes your Nature's Grasp. The shield from Kira not going to be enough, and Seiya grabs the kill.
Kira, he really should have been able to read that play. When you have 3 members of your own team being pushed.
If Lion manages to get Jural to the point where he just scares Stejos away and that's not even competitive, things would be disastrous. Audi popping the Righteous Glory, wanting to go in here onto the Gambit squad. Edward utilizing the ultimate, trying to make his way onto Seiya, instead going to be forced to retreat, locked up and beaten down. Kira trying to use the ulti there on the rise, but it's not going to find any success thus far. Lion get themselves 1 kill.
Oh, but I don't know if the fight is over just yet. You can see Stejos, he's hanging off onto the side. Lion, they want to keep the push going.
Nature's Grasp coming in, more damage coming out from Seiya, who's going to be stunned up. Hextech ultimatum issued, but Stejos cannot quite find the damage onto his target. He's going to be traded away for Audi. 1 for 1 underneath the turret. Edward's still dead, going to be respawning in just a moment. Shock Blast coming out through the acceleration gate to disengage. Jural wanting to greed out for a couple of chickens here.
Well, Gambit, their primary vision has been set up towards the top half of the map. Their eyes are on this Baron. And given that Lion have focused... Ooh, ulti?
Ulti not finding anyone. Audi going to be disengaging that one nicely. Edward nearly taking down the explosive charge, almost sealing his fate. They heal to keep him alive. Maokai ultimate coming in, looking to chase these guys down. Lion does not want to run in any further because they are 4 versus 5, but Jural is pushing towards that base.
Oh!
Nice shot! Seiya
Towards in the enemy jungle, so that's forcing both Seiya and Jural to play a little bit more defensively because they don't really know where the enemy is.
That singular Shock Blast nearly killed half of Edward's health bar. And then the To the Skies afterwards will nearly finish him off as Diamond Proc's now going to be caught out, taking down the enemy jungler. Could be the green light they need for Baron. And the flash is too little, too late. White Lotus grabs the kill, and that means Gambit now finds themselves in seriously dire straits. Jural continuing to push up underneath the enemy turret there in the bottom lane as well. Baron going to be taken down rather rapidly, already to 50% HP by White Lotus, Genthix, and Audi together as a trio. Seiya is not even required. Gambit has no way to resist this, and Baron will go over to Lion Gaming 30 minutes in.
And Diamond Pro...
Well, the rest of the team is saying, no, we should probably, save our base.
Well, now it's a team
didn't work out, and now Jural is going to be collapsed on by 5 members. They will find the kill onto him, but they traded away for the tier 3 turret as well as inhibitor number 2. That's still a good trade for Lion.
Yeah, they're more than happy to give away their top laner. Jural, he still has a with the QSS to boot. Let's see how Lion make this fight happen.
Gambit going to be the ones making it happen instead. Edward looking to jump in with a nice initiation, but he's going to be killed immediately. Genthix backing himself away. White Lotus on a rampage as Stejos retreats. Jural into the back lines, blasting, barely going to be kept alive. Seiya wants to change that. Jural jumping in as well, and that is your clean ace for Lion Gaming.
The gold lead is too big. Lion are too strong. They bite down hard onto Gambit Gaming, and they're looking to get their first win at the World Championship of 2017.
Lion makes their statement here against Gambit. They looked good in game number 1. They looked great here in game number 3, 14-2. That's how you win a game of League of Legends.
Fantix has had basically the highest CSD numbers since he started playing professional League of Legends in Oceania. So still, he's farming out great, but the Justice Punch is going to come in, and he's going to get taunted up. Spear lands from Contracts, jumps forward. There's the flash to follow for the first blood, and Contracts, you'd expect him to be in the mid lane, but it's not always successful. Farm too much, Fantix having a better time than at least Team 1 did.
Big
There's
wave
the Cataclysm,
setup.
yeah, Impact going aggressive onto Chippies. He actually can't get out of here, but
here comes
thankfully not a
Contracts.
lot of damage as
Hello.
the spear is going to land. That's going to finish him off. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, King able to pick up a kill against the flow of what has been C9 domination. But
Ton of their side lane farm onto Sneaky, and you can actually see him creeping forward. But speaking of creeping, here comes Contracts.
yep, and there it is. The heroic entrance going to come down as well. And despite the fact that that spear didn't land, Contracts is still going to hop over that wall and steal away the kill. Otherwise, not too much of a problem if you're a Direwolves fan. I know most of you at home are not. Spear is going to land onto Chippies, and this most certainly is a problem as the heroic entrance is going to come down, and Jensen is finally going to pick up a kill for the Cloud9 squad, who have been...
As soon as he gets that pressured to where the Direwolves need to respond, they're put in this position where we either try to jump on the 4 members that are out of position, like Sneaky.
Oh god, Destiny. Didn't
Fire's
necessarily want to
behind
take that fight in the end, as Impact is going to teleport forward. Good Howling Gale's actually... He's going to knock him up. It was actually a rupture. He's just going to get eaten. Jensen comes down. They're going to trade 1-for-1 as Contracts grabs himself yet another kill. The Justice Punch is good onto Fantix. Valkyrie's himself out of the way, so he's going to be relatively safe. As Chippies is launching forward, he's actually quite tanky now. As King, that was a little bit over-aggressive. Flashes out. He's going to be fine for the moment, but he probably didn't need to use his summoner just there, and it's a 1-for-1 in the end, and probably something the Dials are going to be okay with. But a lot of control. One was just put down, but they've got 3 more in the inventory. I'm proud of you boys. That's what we need. We need the visions. We're 8,000 gold behind though, so we're not going to use that vision to be aggressive, as Shernfire is going to do exactly that. Contract's going down very, very low as there's the heroic entrance and Impact. Massive Cataclysm damage. Shern's going to die as well. Destiny, I believe, died incidentally as they were trying to kill everyone else, and this should definitely spell Baron. Shern dead, no smite. And C9 just looking to put the final nail in the coffin of what has been a very difficult game for the Direwolves.
At Cloud9, they took their breath. They said, just run it back. We don't have the teleport, so this time Impact will play with us. They find their Fantix damage if Direwolves want to stand a chance here. Otherwise, it's just going to be a slow, suffocating crawl for Cloud9.
Yep, and King, he's just taking so much damage. Phenomenal taunt comes down for Jensen, who's really playing this Galio like a man who's been playing it all split, and he certainly hasn't. Contract's going to finish off Shernfire. And C9, it's like this mid-jungle duo are always going to have someone who gets all the kills, and this time it's going to be Contracts with Jensen just setting them all up for him. The Nexus turrets are now going to be falling down as C9 27.5 minutes into this game, looking to put the final nail in day 1. And certainly the statements have been made. Direwolves, they were talking the talk, but the walk was more like a limp today. We'll see whether day 2 is going to be better, or whether their game to finish out the night is going to be better as well, because that wasn't enough. And C9 looked so dominant.
That's exactly
Oh, wow.
what I wanted. A very clever, early game play. And he could actually be setting up for a gank on mid. He's going to go through the wall.
Yeah, Shea already down to half health there as well, as he's going to jump forward. Flash comes out from Shea, and Diamond Proc says, well, that's absolutely fine. And Shea is so incredibly low, and he took the Doran's Blade, so that's only 1. Oh god, Kira, the auto attack is there. He's gonna need another one as Shea jumps forward. Good flashback as First Blood comes in for Kira. This, who knows, but I'm terrified about it. Feels almost worse than Zac, as Mystic going to take a lot of damage.
Flashes.
The flash
He's
from
good.
Blasting grabs another kill as the Acathian Surprise isn't going to be able to catch up. Just tries to get some minions, but barely does that as well. And we knew that Gambit were capable of this as Shea's going to jump forward. Kira should get egged here and will most likely die. Remember, didn't have the flash, as Condi should be able to deliver this one over to Shea if he wants to. He just spends some time farming. Condi grabs the kill. It's a little bit of a disaster, but still a kill. Here.
Gold on the jungle, he can move it around to other lanes, but you would have liked it on the Jace so he can keep step with Anivia.
Well, he's going to try and do it now as there's a knock-up onto Blasting. Will have to get himself out of the way, and remember, no flash, and Mystic is going to grab that kill. Now looking for more damage onto Edward. And despite everything, he's just cheating towards the side that has Condi on it.
Yeah, and this is actually really smart from Gambit Esports, so they'll hold on for a second, because mid lane,
Yeah, once again, no egg this time as the body slam right at the edge. Teleport not in time as 957 comes down. That's going to have to be cancelled as WE can head towards this Infernal Drake if they want to with 957's help. And the Cho'Gath just wandering through the jungle, but you're right. I mean, it's not necessarily about that. There's the Nethergrass. Blasting looking for it. Oh, that layering CC was stunning as Edward's going to be able to lock down the kill. Mystic trying to get one back, buying time as Shie makes his way in. Edward in trouble. To the skies comes down, but it's a great flash timing for Edward to get himself out of the way, and Kira turns up in the nick of time. Barrel comes in. Condi just bops him. 957 turns up. Everyone getting in here like the credits are rolling, something like that. Names coming down, and Diamond Procs Umbral trespass onto Shie, gets himself out of the way, but not out of the way of the Akathian surprise. And this is insane. Kill after kill for everyone, but it's going in WE's favor. In the end, it's a 1 for 4.
And PvP Steos is the only...
Not going to be able to land that one, and is a little bit upset here as he pops his way in. Oh, fantastic aim on the cask, and the flash taunt comes in. Diamond Procs punished in every way, and it's Mystic that gets the kill.
And now this Kog'Maw is suddenly 3-2-3, so after an explosive early game from Gambit Esports, where Diamond Procs was just basically running a train on multiple lanes, suddenly not transformed.
Theoretically, as we've got a top lane fight towards the bottom side of the map, but look, that's why we don't talk about it, because it's wet noodles on both sides. No one's really going to die. There's the Blade's Reach that comes in. Umbral Trespass comes down, but not sure whether he really wants this one. Diamond Procs to get out of the way, but not far enough. And Mystic gets another one. 4-2-3 now for the Cog. He's looking for his Ginsus very, very quickly. You know, we will make the reactionary plays, and if you make any mistakes, we'll win the game.
Well, they're going to have to make a reactionary play here.
Yeah, they are.
Because Gambit are going full ARAM. They're actually trying to grab control over the Infernal. So by placing the Rift Herald mid, it forces Team WE out of the river. They need to attend to this buff, which gives them full control over this Infernal. They quickly burn it and take it for free. So
shit. He's looking for it, jumps into the skies. Lots of AoE damages. There's the Nethergrass, but 957 turns up. Massive knockback from Condi, who just destroys Gambit. And Kira's going to go down as well. We said shit.
Because of their consistency. If EDG, RNG, and WE all play at the best of their abilities, I don't know who wins for sure, but I trust Team WE to often show up.
Oh, Blade's Reach coming down for Diamond Procs. Steos, oh, he's in so much
Kira.
trouble. Not a lot of mana. She's just going to knock him back into the wall, and yeah, Kira can't quite flap enough. And he's going to cancel that teleport.
Gambit Esports. Oh, hold on.
Here we are, Desperation Baron time.
They've got the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, he's over towards this area. We do have Ben moving over, as this Baron is extraordinarily low. Everyone wants to get down, and that's just going to be eaten. Gambit looking to try and turn this one around. They have the wall for the disengage, and they'll just wander out. That was beautiful.
I mean, we can have some of our complaints that we feel...
And WE can throw out a lot of poke. Another cast to come down. Taunt in at exactly the right time as he uses the ultimate to get a bunch of his health back. Does so effectively, and Condi has to body slam for his life. Walks back into a stun as well. Somehow doesn't die. Living Artillery! The execution damage is enough to get rid of Blasting. That should spell the end of this turret as they tank it up and take it down. Inhibitor should follow, and WE playing with aggression here at the 22-minute mark.
I mean, lose the 20-minute...
That was Froggen. He was the Anivia player, and what did he do? He stalled out games for hours and hours. As there's the knock-up on a Mystic. Has to flash to get himself out of the way after using the QSS, but there's just too much damage here for WE, and Shie was left unattended. Diamond Procs doesn't want to be tanking those shock blasts. So at least the Glacial Storm is in there. But Gambit bears as well as Mystic. He was just concentrating on the turret, now wanting to turn things around. Ardent Sensor in there trying to help him out, but that's going to be the double kill. Somehow Diamond Procs grabs one back. That's the shutdown in for Blasting. And can Gambit turn it around is the question. Akathian surprise was there, but gets absolutely nothing done. And you can see Diamond Procs celebrating by walking through all of the walls to try and get himself back to the base to defend.
And I mean, I said that Gambit, you know, their composition didn't...
Because the Baron just spawned yet again. And what do Gambit want to do? They want to kill Baron. They're like, oh, he's got all his fancy new clothes on. That must mean that he's worth a little bit more. And the wall, it's going to be in there. This is a 50-50 Baron. They're stolen from Condi. Mystery Gifting feels better, but Gambit certainly doesn't as Shie. Still looking for more. The flash comes in from Mystic to try and get himself over there. I believe he used the Blasting Cone because that one was still on cooldown. So that is going to be Shadow Step. Diamond Procs trying to get himself out of the way. At least has his Q to help him out as 957 trying to hold on to the rest of Gambit. But thankfully they only lose one. As now Edward desperately trying to hold on to his base. They lost a Nexus turret. And Blasting, oh dear.
And the son of
Can do on Kog'Maw, and he certainly does as well, as this Ginsu's is charged up, ready to go. And there is an egg now standing in their way. I'm not entirely sure what happened. How do you taunt an egg? I'm not sure, but Mystic says he just wants to kill it. Minions are streaming into the base. There's only one Nexus turret here, and Gambit desperately trying to hold on. Diamond Prox is going to fall, and despite the fact that they get an ultimate down onto Mystic, which should be a good thing, it's just not going to be enough. They're too far behind, and WE looking to go 2-0 themselves. Cloud9 successful as the tier 1 seed, and WE looking to do the same thing with a home crowd here on day 1.
rebranded, re-rostered, and remembered Team W, as opposed to also utilizing the passive and the auto attack, which is where so much of her early damage comes from in lane phase.
Well, King actually trying to get some damage back here, but he's losing
Check
out.
out the
Concussive
jungle.
Blows comes in and the Ignite's there. Okay, Forlan in trouble though, and Fantix is looking for this one. Leap comes in. Oh my goodness, that was God tier. The counter-strike is enough. The flash is coming, but Destiny gets the flash bind, and first blood goes to Fantix.
The fadeaway binding for do that just now. Just walk in, try to get control around the Raptor camp area. Hold on.
Goes Shern. There's the package. Special delivery for Bruiser, who uses the heal, gets himself out of the way, but Valkyrie's there for Fantix. He wants to get more. It's a merry journey as the equalizer sets up the red carpet, and Chippies heads in, grabs the kill, says thanks very much, and goes back to dominate Ver.
Doesn't get any. Fire's like, nope, we're going for it.
But the rest of Team 1 are going to get themselves out of the way. Fantix is here as well, so a good idea to vacate the area for Team 1, but they get themselves back with this minion wave that's coming in. There's not enough creeps to get this one done. Or is there? As Schönfire jumps himself forward. Redbird gets his way out, but Fantix able to grab it with an empowered auto attack. Everyone is melting as Forlan goes down for the double for the Corki. It's exactly what we want. Chippies turns up. Everyone gets something here on the bottom side, and they'll get the first turret.
No equalizer, no problem. The thing is with Jarvan and a massive creep wave, Direwolves have the potential that they could look to push through here, but there's a
Of this outer turret, but I'm not sure whether any extra damage was done with how pushed Chippies was, and a package is going to be delivered to Bruiser. He's taking so much damage. The flash follow-up, all too easy, gets the circle around, but Fantix ain't going anywhere, and Bruiser, he's dead. And Fantix, who's just been eating these little raptors over and over again. That's what happens when you're 167 CS. in
Hold
15
on.
minutes.
I feel like I've seen this play before.
Oh, goodness me. The arrow does land absolute. He's not going to be able to Featherstorm because he didn't even have it. Sternfire is going to be able to pick this one up, just blocking the Winter's Bite potential. Redbird, he's walking, but he's not going to get anywhere. There's so many wards from the Direwolves as well. They knew that he had no support.
But there is on this because Direwolves are just going to push mid, push top, and then look for a pick in this jungle, which is what Destiny's setting up to do now.
Bruiser is going to be discovered, and the arrow's going to land. A flash from Destiny gets the Soul Shackles in. It's at least a decent ultimate, but Destiny was healthy enough. Just good setup there from the Direwolf, and it's a little bit unfortunate because I do really like what Vert was trying to do, because you do need to try and make plays. You definitely do not want to get locked down by the pick potential of the Direwolves, but thankfully Bruiser does make his way out. Man protect enough to keep him alive.
But Team 1 are zoned off of the mid lane, and the wave is crashing in. So the red buff goes to Fantix, and Direwolves just turn tail and say, we didn't want you anyway. We wanted this mid lane tower.
Yep. King actually going to focus on these creeps a little bit, but Fantix, he's got his power spike number 2, Frosco, and that is going to be the Infinity Edge locked in. That tower did not last very long at all. Really good riposte, but just doesn't matter. They've got much more CC to come in. The Shockwave left a lot to be desired there from Bruiser. Didn't find the targets, and they're just bleeding objectives left, right, and center. 11,000.
The Flash, an absolute. That's now a 4v5 for this Baron. They've got the control wards. Team 1 know it's going down. They do have their smite, but it might be too little too late. One last chance.
Yeah, and a level in advantage there for Schönfire as well, as they probably want to deny him being able to leap into this pit, because you don't want to try and opt in for any sort of 50-50. There's a Shockwave, but it is locked down by Schönfire, and they grab the kill. Fantix, he's in amongst it. We've got the arrow landing as well, and Fantix knows the target that he wants to pick up. He's 7-0-4. The equalizer's there, and Redbird has to be so careful. I don't think a turret is going to bother Fantix at all, as, my god, that was just one empowered auto attack. And Chippy's representing the Direwolves underneath the turret. OCE, the equalizer comes in. They're looking for the celebratory kills, and they'll get them. This damage is massive. The Nexus, not long for the world, and Direwolves put one on. It's 1-1 now for the Oceanians, and 0-2, unfortunately, for Brazil, but dominance and what we expected from the Direwolves, who can get ahead early.
And raise your koalas because Oceania is a